Hey guys, we are back in the flight simulator again with SayIntentions. Exciting times for SayIntentions AI. Like normal, they're coming out with updates all the time. The update that this video is trying to look at actually probably came out about a week ago. They've done some changes with the multiplayer chatter that I kind of want to go over here. So of course, I load into live time, live weather. In California, we're at Vandenberg Air Force Base. I loaded it in here because I guess there's a free scenery pack for this military base. As you can see, sort of in the background, looks like there's like C-130 and everything like that. So I got it from flightsim.to, threw it on there, and I was going to do some VFR fighting because this is where I kind of left off in California. But of course, here's the weather. Every time I load in, the weather gets worse and worse. So I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit. And you know, we're gonna have to change the weather up here. I'm trying to see what's even ahead. It looks like a rocket or something like that up there. But this would be cool scenery to check out. It's just a free one. Then I want to fly up to San Luis because I did some scenery upgrade there as well, back to good old San Luis. But yeah, let's talk about the update first. I'm going to load up a little screenshot here because OBS can't seem to capture SayIntentions application very well. But I'll show the main settings screen that talks about this multiplayer stuff. Like I was saying, this update's been out for probably about a week now or so, and they've done some significant changes there. So this is just a screenshot of the settings. And what we used to have was just canned. Right at the top, it'll say canned pre-recorded AI sort of generated chatter in the background. But what would happen is you'd be getting chatter from different airports and kind of all over the place. It was okay. It was pretty good. But it was kind of immersion breaking, you know, getting stuff from all over the place. So that's still an option, of course, that's in there. And then they have a few other options here. So just go over them. There's live multiplayer global. Here are other pilots live anywhere in the world who are talking to the same controller type as you. So I have this one unchecked because basically what it is, if you're tuned to ground, you're going to hear ground frequencies from all across the globe, right? And then if you're tuned to tower, you'll hear them too. So it's not really going to be local. So I have that one kind of checked off there. It'd be interesting to hear, but it's, you know, not very immersive hearing stuff from, you know, the UK when I'm sitting over here. But the settings I have, I think, are kind of where the best things are, because you have, of course, live multiplayer proximity. So you can hear other live SayIntentions AI pilots who are currently within radio range and talking on the same frequency. So that's awesome. That's like the core multiplayer part of this. I don't actually think I've encountered that yet. But if there is another pilot flying around, I'm fairly certain it's based off a US West servers in the game, if you want to see them too. But that's always neat. So I always have that checked off, I think. But the big change is the setting below it, pre-recorded multiplayer proximity. Here are other SayIntentions AI pilots who were within radio range at some point in the past, and we're talking on the same frequency. So what they're calling this is it's archived multiplayer. So here I am at Vandenberg, and I'm curious if anyone's ever flew at Vandenberg because it's an Air Force base. I don't imagine there's too much chatter here. But it will record past interactions. Here, let me just click that off here. SayIntentions AI will record past interactions here at Vandenberg, so like my communications on the ground or whatever, or in tower, and then it will store them. So if someone else is in the area, it'll play those. So it's really good immersive. Like it is, they're calling it archived multiplayer chatter, but it's still really awesome that they've implemented that. And it's really cool. The other check mark that was underneath there was to opt in to have your voice and recordings in there. So I did that. I'm fine with it. And then, yeah, you hear quite the interesting conversations. I'll hear some people like me that they're that kind of argue with the AI. I was listening to one over in Newfoundland, and the guy was talking back to the AI because the AI had told him to ascend right after telling him to descend. So he's kind of talking back to him. Anyways, it's kind of funny. This is actually really bringing multiplayer finally into a flight simulator, in my opinion. So you can, if you're on the US West servers, I think you're going to be able to see the other pilots. and then you'll be able to hear them on the frequencies too. So that's just awesome. If no one's around, you're still going to get the archive stuff. So that's really cool. So we are going to start a bit of a flight today. So we're going to jump in here. Now I got to sort out the weather. So I think I'll do that. We're just probably going to go to a default thing here. Oh, I cleared up the weather and look who I see. SayIntent AI. They're not moving. They're 28,000 feet. I don't know what's going on there. They must be doing some kind of developer stuff. I just kind of noticed that there. And we've got Coco Nice over there as well. But here's the Air Force Base. So this is kind of cool. So I'm just going to skim around it here quick, because I think this is really well done for like a freeware thing. Oh, except for this. Oh no. That's like the space shuttle. Yeah, it's like docked to the tower. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Oh, what a little cool little freeware we have here. I don't recognize what this is. I don't know what that one is. Anyways, well, this is cool. A little add-on for free if you want to hang out at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. Isn't that kind of neat? So I've cleared up the day a little bit. Hopefully we can hear some chatter. I mean, I don't know if SayIntentions pilots fly around here. Looks like maybe we're missing some textures. Or unless that's like... Yeah, I think we were missing some textures with this freeware. That's probably on my end, or something has changed. Or... I don't quite know. Anyways, no matter. If it's like a freeware thing, it's still awesome. There's some fire trucks and things like that. But I did some scenery upgrading over at St. Louis too, so we'll take a look at that as well. And okay, so let's hop back at the plane. I got in drone mode, and I forget the keys, so let me see if I can actually remember how to get back in. I can, so that's good. So I don't know if I'm going to have any co-pilot today. I might actually bring Uncle along. I'm not too sure, but let's power it up. We'll get Navigraph loaded up here and see what's going on. Okay, so I just sort of jumped ahead till taxi time, till we're going to be contacting ground here. Got everything set, altimeter set, the weather's been changed and all that good stuff. I have the chart pulled up because the Navigraph virtual map thing doesn't actually have like the taxi stuff. So if we go here, oh, I closed it down. We're going to have to load it back up again. I do that sometimes. You have to minimize this, not close it, or it has to reload every time. I may have to switch back to like using the external app for this. It's just easier for recording if I keep the little bar at the top. I don't get mixed up or anything like that. But here's the taxi chart. We're sitting here and we're kind of facing northeast. So we've seen the fire station, everything like that there. So we're sitting about here. I don't have the SimLink running because I don't actually like running with the GPS. So this is kind of cool, a little map thing there. So I don't actually know wind direction or anything like that because it's the default, right? So it changed from what it was. It was coming in from the north, but I don't remember which way the direction. Okay, it still kind of comes in from the north. As long as this is pulling from the sim, which I always get confused. I don't know if it pulls from the sim or it pulls from live. This one's kind of northerly as well. And there's no actual ATIS there. Okay, no big deal. So we'll probably get sent down to 230 here, but we'll keep that up for just a second, and then here I gotta remember to minimize the thing. I will tuned into ground. I should actually, I know I'll probably just use the SayIntentions UI to switch the radio around for now. But let's actually see if Uncle's there. Maybe we'll bring Uncle along. Let me see here. We got to turn it on. Get my buttons working again here. Hey, Uncle, you with us today? Let's see if the AI's woken up.
Yes, I'm here with you. What can I help you with today?
Ah, good. All right. Oh, not much, Uncle. Just kind of hang out here. We're at Vandenberg Airport, as you can see. I'm thinking of heading up to San Luis.
San Luis Obispo. Got it. You'll want to use runway 30 for departure. Once airborne, head north. The direct route to San Luis Obispo is about 50 miles. Keep an eye on your altitude and airspeed. Safe flying.
No, no problem. Okay, good. So he's with us. He knows the direction. He knows it's 50 miles away. So we're all set there. So let's contact ground. I'm just going to ask for the active just to see if they do taxi us to runway 30 not. Vandenberg Tower, not Tower, Vandenberg Ground. This is Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, ready to taxi to the active. Oh, they're thinking about it. We're doing some awful thinking on this one.
12 Tango CW 12T Vandenberg Ground. Taxi to runway 30 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 124.9 or 5 when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 30 via Alpha. Contacting tower when ready for departure. 12 Tango. So they just sent just sent me the Alpha. Hold on. Oh, so I guess that's fine. You just hop out here. They didn't say Bravo, Charlie, or Delta or anything like that, but they're just like little connecty things. So I guess they don't really care. So that's easy enough. We'll just do a U-turn. Make a left-hand turn up here. And get rolling. So the plane's all set pretty much. Good to go there. Just have to get the parking brake off. Now we're going to throttle up. Swing around, we'll go with the external view. Oh, we got a truck right there. This is pretty cool for like freeware. A couple little glitches or whatever, but it's still pretty cool. We'll do a high-speed taxi out. And basically, we're just listening if there's anything on ground. Like, I'm not in the best airport to sort of showcase the multiplayer change, because I don't think many people land here. I did hear one multiplayer chatter, but I've heard it twice now, so I think it's like the only recording they have. So over time they'll get more info, more recordings and stuff. But what'll happen is we might get more info, like more chatter when we tune to tower, and then when we're up in the air, I'll tune to Los Angeles Center, and then maybe we'll get some multiplayer chatter going on, which always be interesting to hear. So yeah, we're going down to runway 30 now. And like always, I'm in our little Cessna 152, the default one. I want to go back and try that, the JP one, like the more realistic one with more instruments and things like that. I tried it and then I had a few bugs with it, so I don't know what was was going on there. So just hanging out with the default here. I'm not actually qualified to fly anything else. But, well, maybe that, maybe the little Cub or something like that. But I'll get there. I'm back into Flight Sim trying to learn some stuff, so sticking with this just to keep it simple. And I like this little plane. I do have one thing to help me out with it. I did go into the aircraft settings, just like the little notepad thing, and I gave it a wing leveler. So there's just a button I can hit to turn the autopilot on, but all it does is keep the wings level. So I find it actually is a good experience to fly like that, because you can at least do something else. You don't have autopilot, you don't have GPS, so you still have to use all the basics and like all the radio navigation and things like that. But at least you have a wing leveler, so you can like look away for a minute, because it's like in a, you know, it's a little more difficult. You know, the plane starts rolling all the time on you. So I kind of want every single plane to have at least a wing leveler, just to sort of simulate that you're actually in the plane. You know, keeping it level and everything like that. But yeah, so that's how I got set up. We're almost at runway 30 now. I kind of lost all the momentum we had here. So altimeter is set. All that is good. I don't have much settings to do in the Cessna here. It's pretty much always ready to go. Not a whole lot of it's actually simulated very heavily in the game. And we'll get around here in contact tower, and maybe we can start hearing some of this multiplayer chatter. And we'll check out the scenery up at San Luis. They got the signs correct. Whoa, went too far. Oh well, they'll forgive me. Or maybe not too far, because there's two. Ooh, hard to brake. Brake. There we are. So let's tune to tower. So I gotta just click over here, because it's just quicker if you do use the UI 124.95. We'll set that up there. Vandenberg Tower, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, ready to depart. Runway 30, north departure. Well, we got a bit of a delay today.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, Vandenberg Tower, winds calm, runway 30, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. 12 Tango. Okay, there we go. Line her up. Then when we get in the air, we'll do some navigation once we get there. Normally you would do a flight plan and plan it all out, but no flight plan, we're just winging it. Some of the most fun way to actually do this is just to wing it with the AI, see what happens, see what you get yourself into. But it is also fun to make a flight plan and do all that. We'll probably just do a rolling start here. Gonna trim up a little bit because I don't think I set that. The default settings in the Cessna, I find you have to nose up a bit from where the trim starts. There we go, nice big runway. What do we got off there to the left? Like a radar tower or something? And now that I'm back into doing a lot of flight simulator stuff, there's a whole lot of add-ons I want to get and a whole bunch of stuff to add. The problem with all the add-ons is you get so many things running in the background because I have my face, or like the head tracker turned off because there's just so much stuff to run. I want to get back using the head tracker, but I got to calibrate it better. Yeah, what's that thing? It's gotta be like a big radar thing. Well, this is cool. Let's go exterior view for a second. That's just a nice little thing. I find that the little freeware is kind of nice to throw on there if you can download it quickly. I don't always like keep a big pile of like the freeware stuff on there because I only like download it for like when I'm in the area, then I get rid of it because it just, I don't know. The more mods and stuff you have, it seems like the game will crash more. Oh, I forgot like the landing light. Oh well. So there we are. I can't tell like if that's part of the base or not. It doesn't look like it came with the simulator. This looks like they added some stuff out here as well, which is pretty cool. Alright, we'll be heading out to sea here on a now nice day to fly. Alright, turn my wing level on and it should, if I go back in the cockpit and I see it, it should correct itself. Like pull back. Yeah, because if I take it off then it'll stay in the bank. Yeah, there we go. So that is working just fine. So we're gonna climb. And we'll probably go for like a 3,500 feet or something like that. We're at a full throttle, so let's pull up our fancy map here. See if we can do some navigation. We're VFR, no GPS. So we're heading out to sea here. We're going to be leaving their airspace here soon at 2,900 feet. And we don't need to go to Santa Maria, we're going to go to San Luis, which is basically just turn
Good
north.
morning. You're currently about 2 miles northwest of Vandenberg at 1,600 feet. The altimeter setting is 2991. If you're planning to land in Vandenberg, the wind's favorable. Expected visual damage. Intercept at 275 and 2,000.
Takeoff on runway 12, heading straight out.
Okay, so Uncle got stepped on by multiplayer stuff, so let's listen, because there should be a reply. Maybe no reply? Because that definitely sounded like multiplayer. Let me see, it was runway 12? Is that the opposite of 30? Oh, it is, okay, so there you go. There was archived live.
Piper 250, Victor Bravo, Vandenberg Space Force Base Tower, winds calm, altimeter 299er1. Runway 12, cleared for takeoff, straight out departure approved.
Okay, so there's archive.
250, Victor Bravo. Takeoff on runway 12, straight out approved. Have a good day.
Okay, so a little extra loud there. But Anyways, cool. So that's a multiplayer person with SayIntentions that was at the same airport at one point.
Kayak 128 Echo Zulu, holding short runway 30 at Alpha, IFR departure.
Okay, we got more. So this is from the past.
5250, 5 miles from runway 12, landing on final.
Okay. Man, SayIntentions must have a lot of players if they already have tons of recordings for, like, that military base. Oh, but that's kind of cool. Alright, we're heading in the clouds again. A little bit. We're at 3,000. We're going to go to 3,500 or so. We're going north, but we're kind of going east.
Piper 0, Victor Bravo, cleared to land. Runway 12, report on the ground.
Piper 0, Victor Bravo. Cleared to land, runway 12.
12 Tango, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Okay, now we got communication with us here. Frequency change approved. 12 Tango, roger. Okay, so we'll probably... So that second one was the same guy landing. That wasn't quite immersive, because he was just taking off, and now he's like landing like 2 minutes later. Maybe he had like an emergency, but then we would have heard that, right? Oh, we're coming to 3,500 feet. We're gonna go down here. But we're traveling kind of easterly, right? And I always get it backwards. I'm gonna have to like write this down. Like the altitudes you travel to in VFR when you're going back and forth. I always have to ask Uncle. So we'll do that again, because it's fun. Hey Uncle, what altitude should I travel at when traveling east in VFR?
When traveling east VFR, you should fly at 1,000-foot altitudes plus 500 feet. For example, 3,500 feet or 5,500 feet.
Oh, so is it only a 500-foot difference? I thought it was supposed to be a 1,000-foot difference. Oh, I guess I should ask him that. No, never mind. So, so is it like... Here. If I was traveling west, what altitude would I fly at? VFR.
When flying VFR westbound, you should fly at an even 1,000-foot altitude plus 500 feet.
Oh, no.
For example, 4,500 feet, 6,500 feet, etc.
Oh, okay, so that I get it. Okay, so it's even to the west, odd to the east. So we're going to be correct here. Not at the moment, though, but we're going to turn. And, whoop. I hate when it does that. When I get clicking my buttons. Now I got it in mode where you gotta... Yeah, there we go. Got it. Some of my push-to-talk buttons are mapped to something else. Anyways, sort that out someday. So we're gonna go northeasterly and stick around 3,500 feet. And we've throttled down to a good RPM, 2,300. Doing about 90 knots. Slowing down a bit into the turn just to keep our altitude about right. So we'll head up the coast so I know where I am. And then it's just slightly to the east, so we'll stick that 3,500. There's good old SayIntentions AI up there floating around. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that and ask them what they're doing up there. But okay, so we don't have any more chatter. So we should switch to center and see what kind of excitement is over there for the multiplayer archive stuff. So it's gonna be 119.05. And there we go. So we switched frequencies out. And let's see here. Los Angeles Center, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango with you at 3,500. What's Cessna early? Is that what they think I said? I said Cessna. It came through a Cessnock early. Hello, Los Angeles Center. Our destination is San Luis Airport. 1-2 Tango. Look at my straight and level flying. Isn't that amazing? With the wing leveling. I'm kind of going down a little
1-2
bit.
Tango, Roger. San Luis Airport. Say request.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 1-2 Tango is requesting flight following.
Tango, squawk 6224 and ident.
Alright, let's set our transponder up here. Squawking 6224 and ident. 1-2 Tango. Let's see here. 6, 2, and 2, and 2, and 4. And we're gonna go altitude, mode C, ident. There we go.
1-2 Tango, radar contact at Lompoc altimeter 29er 9er 1.
Copy that. 1-2 Tango. Looks like we're gonna enter a bit of clouds. We should be flying around it, but simulator and all, we're gonna go right in. Alright, well, let's check our map, because we're gonna have to figure out how exactly to get to San Luis, even though we should be getting pretty close and be able to see it probably. We can always ask Uncle, of course. So we're about here. Here, let's do some VRFR stuff. There's the curve, right? Can't really see too much that way. So this is it going off to the west. So we're about here. One of these anyways. Could be over there. And then maybe we can see Santa Maria. Oh no, we're not gonna be able to. We can do the exterior. Glance around a little better. So there's that curve. Oh no, we're past all that. And there's a little rock that sticks out. I don't know if I can see that or not. This looks like we're up here now. On this gradual coastline turning. Not going to see too much at all. Yeah, that's kind of where we are. Okay, so if we're heading up here, then we're going to be heading over good old Varian Ranch. I could set some, like, bore navigation up or anything like that. I don't think there's, like, an NDB or anything. We can look for Oceano. We should be able to see that. Let's see here, because around the area there's a bunch of dunes. And yeah, what I think we'll do is I think we'll go up the coast. And bump into Oceano here. Grover Beach. There's a bunch of like sand dunes people like drive their ATVs on and stuff like that here. And then there's that holding pattern. So yeah, let's head up the shoreline here. Let's check our altitude. Oh, I'm climbing because I throttled up a bit. We'll throttle down, we're off our altitude. And we'll head up the beach. Yeah, I think that's what this is here. And that's those dunes. Let's see if we can see any lights from Oceano, which is a nice little airport. I think it has freeware too you can download for it. I don't actually see the runway though. And we're not getting, it's always a nice feel in the simulator in the flight in one of these planes. We're not getting any SayIntentions multiplayer AI communication with Los Angeles Center, which I find kind of odd because you think that would be kind of popular. Maybe people aren't using the centers very much, I don't know. So we'll head up this way. Can always ask the tower, or the center. Los Angeles Center. This is Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. Looking for distance to Oceana Airport if you have it available. See if it just reads off. Like how far we are. Since it's AI.
12 Tango, Oceano Airport is 7 miles south of your current position.
Copy that, 12 Tango. Well, hold on. I passed it? I am failing at VFR. How did I already pass it? No. What? Isn't this...
Good morning. Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. You're currently cruising at 3,600 feet.
Hello,
heading
Uncle.
345 degrees at 90 knots. Your destination is San Luis Obispo, KSBP. Let's talk about your approach. The
Okay.
winds favor our runways 29 and 7, but I'll assign you runway 11. For a visual approach to runway 11, intercept heading 360 at 2,000 feet.
Wait.
If you prefer an ILS or RNAV approach, intercept the Crepe IAF.
Wait, how come the winds are favorable on the other runways, but you assigned 1-1? Doesn't make any sense.
Runway 11 has an RNAV and ILS approach available, which might be more suitable for your training.
But isn't there a tailwind on 1-1?
Yes, there's a slight tailwind on runway 11, but it's within acceptable limits for landing. If you prefer, you can request runway 25.
No, we can set up for 1-1, that's fine. Thanks, Uncle. That was an interesting little conversation.
Great. Runway 11 it is. Remember, for runway 11 at San Luis Obispo, you'll be intercepting the Crepe IAF for the RNAV or ILS approach. Keep an eye on your altimeter and make sure you're at 2,000 feet when you intercept.
So I'm thinking the center got me confused, because... The airport confused, because Oceano's right there. Like, is that blinking light right there? So normally you would do like a call out for the VFR traffic over Oceano, but I wasn't really thinking that far ahead.
12 Tango, contact San Luis Tower on 124.0.
Oh, we're getting a Los Angeles Center handoff. Oh, that's cool. Contacting San Luis Tower on 124. Thank you. 12 Tango. They didn't do that before. That's kind of cool. So I must be just hitting their airspace. Oceana's there, yeah, because I'm heading towards it. I'm not in it yet. So he even gave me like a heads up ahead of time. Very cool. But yeah, I should have like announced myself around Oceano there. But the center would have also, well, I guess the center wouldn't have seen everything. Still should have like tuned in like the radio for Oceano there. So this is cool. All right, so let's tune 124. I'm gonna have to do this one manually because it's not in the thing. So 124. There we go. So that should be San Luis Tower, as long as he's correct. All right, and maybe we'll get some more live traffic here. All right. So I guess we'll maybe like do a pattern or something like that. San Luis Tower, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, inbound for pattern work. I don't know what else you had to say. Anybody like ask for pattern work when they come in?
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, San Luis Tower. I'll give you pattern entry instructions when you're a little closer.
Okay, we'll be looking for those instructions. 12 Tango. Well, that's cool. So this little VFR flight is
1-2 Tango, expect pattern entry instructions in a few minutes.
Copy that, 1-2 Tango. This is a little different. I haven't had them do this yet. Okay, so we're over... Ario...
1-2 Tango, expect pattern entry instructions in a few minutes.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Expect Expect pattern entry instructions in a few minutes. 1-2 Tango. I don't know what copy that sort of means, but I guess she wants me to repeat it. Yeah, let's start descending. Never really needed my mixture in the whole time either. I think it's still thinking of response. Or maybe I finally did it acceptable. Alright, so let's look around. See if we can sort of identify. So we're just northeast of that little town there. We should be able to see the... So is there a town up here? Or did I go by both of them? Oh no, this still counts as like the yellow on the map. Yeah, but here's the gap. So we're going... I know it's not super immersive to be flying around the plane, outside of the plane, but that's kind of where it goes. Right here. So we're about to enter. And then there should be a highway. What highway is this, does it say? Anyways, a main road that takes us right to San Luis. Can we see it? Oh, is this it? Yep. There it is! Yay for VFR. So it's Class D airspace. And I made my contact. But we haven't received instructions yet. Which I think I should have by now, because I should be in the airspace. I think so. Or am I too high? 2700. I'm too high. Alright. We'll drop down. Then we'll be in the airspace. Then maybe we'll receive some instructions. No multiplayer archived communication so far, though. I know I have chatter kind of set to a minimum, but it does get, like, a lot if you have it set higher. Okay, so runway 11. We'll be facing... Let me see now. It'll be the opposite. It'll be the main runway here. And then San Luis should be a little more detailed now. So 2700, so we're almost down into the airspace. Let me see. So I'll enter left downwind for runway 11. I'm going to assume that is what it's going to want me to do. And then I want to hang out in the pattern for just a minute because I want to see if we get any multiplayer chatter, which I'm kind of surprised we're not picking up more around California. I mean, we got some earlier, kind of garbly and loud. It's kind of cool. We don't seem to be picking up any now. Okay, so we're about to enter. There's that little hill up here. That's kind of close to the pattern. Gotta figure out the name of that hill. Alright, we should be in airspace now. San Luis Tower. Do you have any pattern instructions for us yet? 1-2 Tango. Did they forget about us? Doesn't look like it's that busy.
1-2 Tango. I'll give you pattern entry instructions when you're a little closer.
St. Louis Tower, how far away are we from the airport? I'm right here.
One two Tango, you are 2 miles away from the airport.
St. Louis Tower, is that not close enough for pattern instructions? 1-2 Tango. I'm basically in the
1-2
tower.
Tango, I'll give you pattern entry instructions when you're a little closer.
Copy that. You'll give us pattern instructions when we're a little closer. 1-2 Tango. Okay, let's fly right over the runway. You can't argue then.
One two Tango, affirmative. I'll give you pattern entry instructions when you're a little closer.
Yeah, you said that about 4 times now.
One two Tango, expect pattern entry instructions shortly.
Oh my goodness. Her and I are gonna have some words here. So there's runway
Good
11.
morning. You're currently flying at about
Hello,
2,100
Uncle.
feet, heading 234 degrees at 89 knots. We're on our way to San Luis Obispo. which
No,
is a
we're there.
beautiful area.
Point Charlie Tower.
Did you know that San Luis
Tango,
Obispo's airport,
midfield down.
KSBP,
Quiet, Uncle. We have multiplayer stuff. Oh, is that it? I heard something.
Skyhawk 1, Charlie Tango, runway 11, cleared for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 11, Skyhawk 1 Charlie Tango.
Oh, there's some multiplayer stuff. He's on 1-1. Cleared for the option. But I think that's archived because I don't see any plane down there. St. Louis Tower, we're right above the airport. Do we have pattern instructions yet?
One two Tango, expect pattern entry instructions in a few minutes.
What on earth are they waiting for? Alright, should we, is there a hold? What on earth? I don't know if we're ever gonna, like, get any instructions here. I think there's a hold over here. Okay. What's pattern altitude? I think it's 1,200 feet. They're almost there. Oh, here, I'll turn Uncle back on. Hold on. Hey, Uncle, what's pattern altitude at San Luis Airport? I think it's about 1,200 feet.
the pattern altitude at San Luis Obispo, KSPP, is 1,200 feet above ground level.
Yeah.
So, with the airport elevation at 212 feet, you should fly the pattern at 1,400 feet MSL.
Oh, okay. So 1,400. So I'm at it. Okay, gotcha. Right, because the elevation is 200 some feet. Gotcha. Oh no, wait. Oh no, the elevation. Okay. No, shouldn't the elevation still be at? Like if it's at 200 feet AGL, then the traffic pattern should be 1,200 feet ASL. He added on too many feet. Isn't it just 1,000 feet above the ground level? Uncle, you're confusing me. Alright, now I got my cat whopping the microphone. Anyways, we'll do 1,200. Maybe we'll argue with Uncle a little bit at it. I'm just turning around here. Gotta keep lifting the nose up because I'm going so slow. flying to a mountaineer at this altitude. So I don't think, like, we have some multiplayer thing. I wonder if we can hear another thing from the guy that's in the option, because that would be cool. And I'm gonna do 1,200 feet. Uncle, isn't pattern altitude 1,000 feet above ground level of the airport?
Yes, pattern altitude is typically 1,000 feet above ground level for most airports. For San Luis Obispo, with an elevation of 212 feet, that would be around 1,200 feet MSL.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But you said 1,400 feet like a second ago. Pretty sure you did.
I see. You're currently at 1,481 feet. Just keep an eye on your altimeter. Any other questions?
Yeah, no, that's okay, Uncle. Okay, so tower is never gonna let us land here. Guess, like, what happened to it? So I'll enter the pattern anyways. Here. San Luis Tower. Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango is entering downwind runway 11. I'll start telling the tower what I'm doing here.
12 Tango, winds calm, runway 11, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 11. 12 Tango. Good gravy. Oh, did somebody just appear in here? Who do we got? A Cessna 172. Oh, it's just a tail number. Okay. We're still a little high. I wonder if this is a player. Or maybe that's just like AI live traffic or something. But it's a Cessna. San Luis Tower. Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango would like to change intentions to touch and go runway 11, then remain in pattern. This would be cool if this is like a SayIntentions player.
12 Tango, runway 11, left closed traffic approved. Report midfield each time. Winds calm, runway 11, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, left closed traffic approved. Reporting midfield each time, 12 Tango. And now she's more working with us a bit here. We're gonna throttle way down, we're gonna turn base here. We'll do a harder turn for base here. Because if we don't, we'll end up doing a big sweeping turn, and I gotta lose some altitude. Yeah, no, ours is doing a big sweeping turn. Bringing the throttle right down. It's kind of cool little scenery here. All these little lakes. Turned a little too far, but that's fine. We're gonna be coming in hot for the option. Looks like the... oh no, I don't know if that Cessna's moving or not. We're gonna keep an eye on it though. How much time has it got the video? Oh, we're getting on to an hour. We'll do maybe like one turn around the block here. Cool looking runway. We got floating power here, so that's why I'm coming in way back here. Gonna float for a little bit. I gotta fix the trim here though. Ooh. Oh, I think I bounced. Bounce. Professional. That's one of the options you can choose, you know, the bounce. There we go. Way down floating. There we are. So if you want left traffic, and we will report midfield. There's a little airplane there. Interesting looking cube buildings. Oh look, it's like a FedEx or something off in the corner. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we're gonna climb out. Ooh. I got the trim set too much nose high. But we'll let it go. Because nose is gonna bring down on its own. We're gonna start our crosswind turn. Keep on climbing. Not using flaps. Don't wanna kill the fun. There we go. And we're gonna turn immediately for downwind. Big steep turn. There we go. There's that hill you can schmuck into if you're not careful. And we're gonna throttle out. Because we were at pattern altitude. Look at that nose climb us. That's my trim. It's alright. We'll just do slow flight around here. Do a little bubble in the air. I want to know what that Cessna's doing. Oh, it is moving. Must be a player. But I don't think they're a SayIntentions player. Or I think we would have heard something by now. Well, I guess they'd only be on ground. I think we'll be going around until maybe they switch to tower. Maybe we'll buzz them here. San Luis Tower. We are midfield. 1-2 Tango. And high. Man, oh man.
1-2 Tango, runway 11, cleared for the option.
Runway 11, clear for the option. Oh yeah, looks like there's a Cessna on it now. I can't actually see the plane. It's invisible. That's too bad. It'd be cool to actually see the plane. Maybe if I get closer. I think it's taken off. So it's not on SayIntentions, or we probably hear it. That'd be cool though. Oh well. Too bad. Yeah, it's taken off there. He's rolling. Oh, I have lights. Oh, it's already in the air. Right. Well, that's too bad I can't even see the airplane. Alright. Well, we'll do one more touch and go, because I'm hoping to hear like a little bit more multiplayer archive traffic, but it doesn't seem to be too much here. There we go. Not sure I can throttle down much more. Turning final for runway 11. Hey Uncle, what speed should I be at for final at runway 11? Still too high again. It's always better to be too high though than too low. But I have this
For your
whole
final approach to runway 11, in your Cessna, aim for around, let's say, 60 to 65 knots.
yeah, I'm way
That
too
should
fast.
give you good control and a safe landing speed.
Yeah, look how I am. I couldn't drop down fast enough. Oh, these takes practice. This thing just floats forever. Oh, we got some planes over here though. That's cool. Well, we're clear for the option, so we'll just come down and maybe skim the runway or touch the runway. See, my trim doesn't look like it's that much nose up. Because it's still... I could still bring the nose down at like 80 knots or like 75 or something. Yeah, we're at like the end of the runway before we slowed down enough. Touch. Right at the end. Away we go! Oh, what's this right at the end here? What is this thing? Like a little archway kind of doohickey. That's cool. And up we go. We'll climb up, we'll turn crosswind a bit earlier. We'll get up to pattern altitude. Where are you, runway? Oh, turning downwind already. There we are. Bubbling way up in the air. Because I'm not readjusting trim as I go around. Which I should be doing. But it's a hassle on the on like a gamepad. I do have a setup I can do to like help that, which I probably should set up, but it requires me to do like head tracker and stuff. So the gamepad trimming is is just a pain. Like it's look now I've got like a hard nose down. It's really hard to do like the fine.
San Luis Tower, Oscar Bravo Delta Alpha. 10 miles east, full stop landing.
Okay, 10 miles east, full stop landing. Cessna Charlie 12 Tango is midfield.
Oscar Bravo Delta Alpha San Luis Tower, enter left downwind for runway 25.
Left downwind for runway 25, Oscar Bravo Delta Alpha.
I wonder if he's live
12
multiplayer.
Tango, runway 11, cleared for the option.
Okay. Cleared for the option. 12 Tango. There, so I've already dropped down below traffic pattern. I always come in so high. So I'll start the descent earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up my like little throttle quadrant and stuff like that. And I can put a trim on an axis there. That always helps me out. But then I gotta have the head tracker going. It gets complicated. It's complicated. But I should be using the head tracker and trying that, but it's like one of those, it's using the open track, like the free webcam head tracker, so it's pretty wobbly, or it can be pretty wobbly. But I'll have to play around with it and get some time. We're on base. Turning final. Right over the little pond here. Looks like it's got like a trail that goes into it.
We have Santa Charlotte turning base runway 11.
He's turning base on runway 11 as well? Oh man, we're gonna smuck into each other. Look, I'm still high. I cannot drop the airplane down fast enough. It just stays up there forever. So we'll bring it in for full stop landing, and maybe I should start using flaps. I'm forcing the nose down there. That will lead to a bounce, which is not a bounce, that's a float. Way too fast. I'll get practiced one of these days again.
Comanche 72 Charlie, roger, report final runway 11.
Swallow isn't in there. Just I'm on the runway. What was their reply? I don't see anybody. San Luis Tower, we're full stop landing here. 1-2 Tango. Don't you do seem to notice if you like choose to? I guess normally you give me a heads up.
One two Tango, expect your pattern entry instructions shortly.
That's interesting because I'm on the runway, already landed. Looks like I got that thing where I have like 2 conversations going.
1-2 Tango, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Taxi to parking via Alpha. Shouldn't I have contacted ground?
1-2 Tango, affirmative, contact ground on 121.6.
I'm so confused. Contact ground on 121.6. Alright, let's just pull out the runway here. Shouldn't really be sitting on it. So this switch over here, 121.6. I want to see if he gets a reply. Because I always get just taxi via Alpha. Cool, Cessna's here. Like that FedEx one out there.
Piper 250 Victor Bravo, San Luis ground taxi to General. Aviation via Alpha, hold short of runway 25. Contact tower on 124.0 when ready for departure. Have a good evening.
I thought he was taxiing to General Aviation parking. Did I miss that? He's coming from there, I guess. But he got better taxi instructions than me. Let's see here. San Luis Tower, or San Luis. No, I want that, please. Open airport. And then we need charts, taxi. Actually, I can just zoom in on it. And it will show them all. Yeah, there they all are there. If I pulled off, like, hotel, I think. Is there a sign? Yeah.
Piper 250 is requesting taxi to General Aviation parking for full stop.
Didn't he already request that? Just trying to see if there's a reply. Maybe not. Anyways, that's where I am. So we'll contact ground and see what they have us do. Because I think General Aviation's all through here, right? I guess we can actually open up the chart. Hangars, west side ramp, Compass Rose, little run-up area. It doesn't actually say. Where does it say? Oh, look, it even shows run rate incursion hotspots.
Piper 0 Victor Bravo taxi to General. Aviation via Alpha cross runway 29er at Alpha, then continue on Alpha to parking. Report when clear of all runways. Have a good day.
You don't quite get the responses. San Luis San Luis ground. Cessna Charlie Whiskey 1-2 Tango here. Requesting taxi to parking. General Aviation. If people hear my recordings, they're gonna have a good laugh.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 1-2 Tango, San Luis ground. Taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway Alpha. Have a good day.
Yeah, see, that's all what I always get. Taxi to General Aviation parking via Alpha. 1-2 Tango. But Alpha's just this long one here. But I'll get that even when I'm over here. And sometimes I get like Juliet 25 or something, or 25. But yeah, you can't really get over to General Aviation with a runway cross. Oh, this is transient parking short term. Is all through here, so maybe that's where it's just trying to get me to go to. Let's just take a look. What do we have here? Bombardier, ACI jet. There's a jet in there. A couple of golf carts. And then this is like golf right here with the little short little thing. But she didn't tell me to go on golf. So I guess it's just up here. Looks like there's a plane there. There's the tower. Hello, tower. This is the temporary parking. Do I have somebody like trying to wave me in? Oh yeah, I think they're over there. But where's the actual spot to park? Right in front, I guess. Okay, here we are. Boonk. We did it! Another flight completed. Alright, well that was an interesting one. Let's just ask Uncle here. Hey Uncle, flight complete. What did you think of that one?
Nice job. You handled that flight well. Your approach to runway 11 at San Luis Obispo was smooth. Keep practicing those landings to make them even more precise.
Okay, I don't think he was paying attention because my landings were not really smooth or anything. Well, I suppose the actual touchdown spot was okay. Let's turn all this off. And then, whoop, no, wrong way. And then, apparently there's a new feedback thing too in the SayIntentions UI, which you guys won't be able to see. But it's supposed to ask for feedback, but I don't ever have it asking, so maybe something's up there. Anyways, that's it. That is that flight. We're back at San Luis, and we had some good multiplayer chatter there. It's kind of interesting. It's always being developed, of course. But it's kind of cool that they're always talking about the actual airport that you're tuned into. Kind of surprised that I didn't get any Los Angeles Center communications, but oh well. Anyways, that's fun. So hopefully you guys can check out the next one as we keep hanging out and SayIntentions, AI stuff. And thank you and take care. See you later.